These fragrance layering combinations will have you smelling sweet. Let's get into it. How's everybody doing? My name is Derek, and you are about to have your mind decanted. And yeah, we're talking fragrance layering today. Not just the type of fragrance layering that, you imagine using like a lotion or your deodorant or something like that. We're talking about taking two fragrances and making something really magical, something pretty amazing. So I've actually chosen 5 combinations of fragrances that just seem to work really well for my skin, and they may work amazing for yours, but you're always gonna wanna test before you invest, and you can definitely build up your fragrance wardrobe by checking out Fragrance Decant Boutique. And right now they're doing a 15% off spring sale. This is an amazing opportunity for all of you people that are struggling with the tariff situation. Listen, we all know the economy is kind of going in a downturn right now. I think it's gonna start to move up, but we're just sort of seeing things adjust right now, and Fragrance Decant Boutique totally understands, and they want to work with you. So head over to decantboutique.com right now, where you guys can score 15% off by using code SPRUNG2025. Once again, that's code SPRUNG2025. Definitely head over to the website right now, check out that great deal, score some great fragrances, and build up that fragrance wardrobe and play with some layering. Let's get into it. So this is a fragrance house that I absolutely love. This is the house of John Varvatos, and this is XX by John Varvatos. Now, if you don't know much about them, they're sort of this like punk rock aesthetic fashion house, and these fragrances really play well along with that. This one has a fruity vibe along with some resinous tones, really kind of dark and brooding, super masculine, gorgeous, but a fragrance that really sort of amps this one up and gives it a really great extra element of sort of like, darkness and brooding nature is gonna be this fragrance right here by Commodity, and this one is Commodity Leather. Now, this fragrance does not have any leather in it, but by adding that leather accord, really brings this one out, makes it last super long on the skin, and just works really well with the notes in this fragrance. For some reason, this is a magical combination, and you definitely want to check out this layering combo. Now, Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue is one of my all-time favorite summer fragrances, and the Light Blue Intense is definitely the one you want to go with when it comes to the Light Blue DNA, because this one seems to have the best projection as well as longevity, but unfortunately, it's not the best in longevity. I think it's because a lot of these freshies just seem to not last super long on the skin. Even though this one is an intense version, it's just not something that's gonna last as long as you'd like. But by adding another combination with this fragrance can really make this last longer, and can also give this sort of like a nice 3-dimensional vibe. And the fragrance I love to layer with this is another fragrance from Commodity, and this one is Commodity Mimosa, which gives me this super beautiful orange floral vibe, really hyper intensely, beautifully orange. Now, this one does have a bit of that orange citrus in the opening, so adding this as another element just brightens it up even more, also adds this beautiful floral element, and makes this last super long on the skin. Definitely a better option, especially in that summer vibes. This is a great combination. Definitely try this one out. Now, Stronger With You Intensely is one of my all-time favorite fall fragrances. I love this sort of like, I want to say sort of like this fall sort of apple pie accord, minus the apple. This kind of has the spices, the cinnamon, a little bit of that nutmeg, even a touch of like, kind of like reminds me of clove. Just imagine like apple pie or pumpkin pie spice kind of vibe. Also has some really nice incense in it as well. I really love this one, but what I love to layer this with is the new Perfume version of Stronger With You. This one sort of dials down the sweetness and adds a bit of leather in the base, but when you combine these, it actually is a really magical combination, because you get the sort of brightness from this one, sort of like a fruity, more spicy tone, and then when you add this, it gives it that deeper, darker layer. For some reason, I wish they sort of added the elements of this guy to this guy more, because this is a really great one, and honestly, probably one of my favorite in the line as of right now. But when you combine these, it just works. Definitely give this one a try. Now this one is one that actually surprised me as a combination, but when I was wearing 1 Million Parfum, it felt like it needed a boost, and I had just recently purchased this other fragrance, which is a very affordable fragrance that I picked up at TJ Maxx. And now when we've got the 1 Million Parfum, you've sort of got this playful clubbing type scent with a bit of florals that make it just a beautiful fragrance. But the fragrance I like to layer it with is this one right here, Guess Amore Capri. Now this one adds a bit of creaminess, a bit of powderiness in the base, sort of almost like an almondine kind of vibe. And then this one also includes a really nice tropical fruit accord. When you blend these two together, it is absolute magic. Definitely give this one a try. It's gonna surprise you how good it is, and it's really a nice one. Once again, you could pick this up at TJ Maxx for under 20 bucks. It's a really great deal. Also alone, this is an amazing fragrance, but together it's just magic. Now, when it comes to Dolce & Gabbana The One, a lot of people are gonna tell you to get the Eau de Parfum version, or maybe even one of the other versions, not the EDT, but I still love the EDT. This one has a beautiful tobacco amber accord that is just absolutely gorgeous, but unfortunately it does not last on the skin. As a matter of fact, it's kind of non-existent after about 45 minutes. I wish it lasted longer. So the fragrance I use to combine with this one is surprisingly the Amber Oud Tobacco Edition. This is one that's a little harder to find nowadays, but it still does exist online. It's also become very affordable. I've seen it as low as $25. This combination is amazing. This one is a clone of Tom Ford's Tobacco Vanille, so you're getting a bit of that vanilla as well as this intense, almost cigar-like tobacco. When you combine these two, it is an amazing, magical combination that just works. And trust me, this one definitely has some projection as well as incredible longevity. And when you mix these two, it makes it so much better. This is a great combination. You have to give this one a try. So that is the 5 layering combinations that I have for you today. What are your thoughts on them? Have you tried these? Do you want to try them? Let me know your examples of some things that you guys like to combine to make some amazing scents. I'm really curious as to what you guys have tried because I'm always looking for new combinations. I love fragrance layering and I hope you guys do too. I hope this video helped you guys today. Thank you so much for watching. I'm not gonna ask you to subscribe. You know what you gotta do. Thank you guys so much for watching. Once again, I love you all. I hope you have a wonderful day. And as always, have a fragrant state of mind.
Yeah. Smell good. Yeah. Yeah.